The best part about making minute-long videos is that I've learned how to talk really fast. The worst part is I'm not used to talking for more than a minute, so we'll see how this goes. Hi, my name is Liz, and I am doing the VidCon Small YouTuber Tag for 2018 because I'm going to VidCon again. So basically, this is just going to be a list of questions asking me about VidCon, and here we go. Introduce yourself. Like I said, my name is Liz. I am a small YouTuber, both in height and in sub count. I am quite happy with that, I think, for now. I would like to grow my channel eventually, but I kind of want to get really good at making videos, and I think right now my first few years have just been kind of getting used to talking to the camera. Like I said, learning how to speak faster, learning how to be more enticing, if that's the word. I don't know. Also, being better with words. Why am I going to VidCon? To see my friends. Literally the only reason that I'm going this year is because all of my friends that I have made through being a part of the online YouTube/Nerdviteria community will be at VidCon this year. So I'm going to see my friends. What am I most excited for? To see my friends. What am I least excited for? My friends. Joking. That was a joke. I love my friends. I'm least excited to be a part of the crowds because last year at VidCon the crowds were ridiculous. It was not fun. Also, it's pretty hot there and I don't do good in the heat. Very light-skinned, very used to cooler climates, but I manage. What am I bringing? Clothes. A suitcase. I will be bringing my camera, probably my laptop. I really try to go bare minimum because I kind of have travel anxiety and I like to be able to have everything with me on the plane so that I don't have to worry about picking up luggage or anything like that. So I try to travel light. Sorry, that's not exciting. So this question is, if you could create any panel, what would it be and who would be on it? And I don't want to sound like I'm over it, but I'm over it. I would like to see more small YouTubers creating panels about the realities of trying to make it in the YouTube space versus bigger YouTubers who, not trying to start any fights here, but made it when YouTube was a completely different place. How to actually grow your channel, because I feel like the last few years that I have gone to VidCon, I keep getting the same advice and I follow literally the advice that they give me, and that's not enough. I would like to see a panel where people who are smaller talk about the reality of growing their channel in detail, not just glossing over the details of how they spend their time, what they did, and how they optimize their channels and stuff like that. Because I really need to get into more of that stuff than just like how to make video. Not that I'm the best at it, but I know how to make video. So yeah, I would like to see more in-depth panels like that. Who would be on it? I don't know, small creators, or people that had small channels but really put a lot of time and energy into growing their channel and like what they did to do that. Last question is, what is my ideal day? Waking up whenever I'm ready, eating food, heading over to the convention, seeing what my friends are up to, just really like letting the day happen. I think in previous years I tried to schedule everything and I tried to plan everything, and there's nothing wrong with doing that, and I think it was helpful for me in my first few years to have a good idea, because my first year I had no idea what I was doing and it would have been nice for me to have a schedule my first year. Mostly spend time with my friends because this is the only time that I really get to see a large majority of some of my favorite people and some of my favorite creators. So letting the day do me, as Jerome Wireman would say, and if you don't know what that's from, it's Do McKee, which is my favorite Stephen King book, and now we've gone into a completely different tangent. So that is the VidCon Small YouTuber Tag, and I am very excited to be going to VidCon this year. I do have some pretty big plans as far as my ideas for collabs. One I won't talk about. The other one, some bigger creators that I am hoping to try to do collabs with if they have enough time. Super Sam stuff, It's Radish Time, Nicole Sweeney, and you. If you want to do a collab with me and you're going to be at VidCon this year, let me know. I'm not tagging people, but if you want to do this video, please do it. And I look forward to seeing you all at VidCon or expect videos from me after VidCon because I always do that. We'll see what happens next week. Bye.